Speak to me, lover.
Well, I don't think those drow will be forgetting us in a hurry.
Indeed. Our time with them was certainly bracing. Takes me back to some youthful misadventures in the Underdark.
You know, I was concerned the city watch might burst in on us, thinking a bear was running amok, devouring flesh. Thank you.
Well, in a sense, there was. But no harm done. In fact, one of the drow looked like he was going to pay us towards the end.
You mentioned something about the Underdark?
It was a long time ago. I was a foolhardy young druid, intent on seeing the beauty of nature's unworldly fauna and subterranean glow for myself. Certain events transpired, and I found myself a guest of a noble drow house for a time. Well, something between guest, prisoner, and consort, perhaps.
Consort?
The house matron took an interest in me, and the patron also. They saw me as a novelty, perhaps. I was chained in their bedchamber for nigh on 3 years.
Three years? That's awful.
It was not ideal, but not without its positives either. I did what was necessary to survive, and perhaps a few things that were less than necessary. Don't misunderstand me. I feared for my life and wanted my freedom back, but I was willing to wait for my moment. And eventually it came. Lolth's noble houses are constantly at each other's throats, and eventually some rivals of my hosts sought to unseat them. It was chaos, drow against drow, the clash of blades echoing throughout caverns, the feel of warm blood that I could not see. I took my chance and fled while all were distracted. I never looked back until I breathed fresh air again. And never learned what came of my hosts.
That sounds traumatic. You may want to reflect on that.
Time can prove to be a trickster on one's recollections. What would be multiple lifetimes for others now separate me from my captivity. Perhaps I have lost perspective on what happened to me.
Well, it's not for me to say because I wasn't there, but I am now if you wish to talk.
I have not had true confidence for some time. The shadow curse robbed me of almost all my peers and replaced them with the weight of responsibility. Perhaps that caused me to gild undeserving memories of my youth. I am lucky to have your counsel. It was sorely needed.
Think nothing of it, my heart.
No, I shall not take you for granted, nor my own past. What is the point of long life if one does not make room for reflection?
He needs a smooch after all that.
All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something? I was hoping you would ask. Was there something else you wanted, my heart?
Alright, let's get the rest of the party. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah.
I promise, you do not want to know.
Doesn't make any sense.
Alright, let's let them come to us. Dress Halsin.
Floated off into the astral plane.
If I can find his clothes.
You're out of luck.
I will pay any toll, serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Is there
Alright,
anything
there it is.
duller than a loyal dog? I much prefer a cat.
Not everyone's barefoot, but that's fine.
I can do better. I must.
Come on, party. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up a little bit further to get them to come to us.
Oh, I don't think...
There we
Where
go.
am I? What's going on?
I suppose I should probably. I'm gonna see if I can get any commentary from Gale. I shouldn't get the what's on your hind, but I might get the other one that supposedly exists.
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastic.
Okay, nope. Romancing, you don't get that. I'd heard something about you could get a different conversation.
Even if you had it, what?
Where the fuck is my outfit? Oh, there it is.
Think a little, Captain Voss.
I know he can be set free.
Alright. Are we gonna take and then back out of the deal with Raphael, or are we just gonna tell him to fuck himself and steal the hammer?
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it. And you never will.
The Kithrak. What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me,
Well, none,
Raphael.
because Raphael's not
For the
accepting
sake
it.
of
That's
my
what
people.
delays all.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel,
Dick.
Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
The tadpole is slumbering and my blood isn't boiling. The fuck did you just do, devil?
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
clever. But you promised me a cure, and that's not a cure.
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
Orpheus?
Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
Go on.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
It's awfully convenient. You have exactly what I need, devil.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
Oh, how convenient.
There it is. Of course.
I am not bargaining with you, devil.
I'm not asking you to bargain. I'm asking you to save your soul. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
What exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder.
So
I have
descriptive.
craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the Hells in this bastard's hands.
Right. You know what, devil? I'll just take the crown and use its power myself.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart.
What exactly makes you think that you could succeed in using the crown when Karsus couldn't? Devil.
I am no mortal, and I
Oh,
do
right,
not
excuse me.
fail.
Yes, you do. You just have not yet gotten to your failure, but you will very soon. You will fail to live. And if you don't fail, why didn't you take the crown back then? Hmm?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He's not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They
My bad.
brought the crown back into play.
It must really annoy you that some mortals, me, managed to steal the crown when you couldn't, devil.
Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They
You can
must
thank my
have
sister for
raided
that.
Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit.
I
But
know.
they'll be dead soon. If you
But I
don't kill
won't.
them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I would rather destroy the crown than risk it falling in the wrong hands again, devil.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
No, I'm leaving.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Sharess's caress is a professional.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why?
We don't need the deal Jacques Von Ajdu. We can take the hammer from his House of Hope directly.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
We're not guarding you in this game, though, my love. Or are we? I don't know. Are we guarding Gale? I mean, the current plan for the ending is Vas'a'ac is flying off with Lysel to fight Blackith.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
Yup.
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means.
What do you suggest, love?
We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
You hear it?
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
Thank you, darling. Mid delicious.
Raphael can beg for a deal all he wants. The crown will be ours.
Sure, why not? I'm curious about your thoughts regarding that deal.
I do not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. I say we put the devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
I am yours. Come to me.
Oh, that's a nice, pretty picturesque little background.
You are exquisite.
I know. Well.
Raphael thought he could outsmart us. But there are other ways to get the Orphic hammer. Guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a diabolist, they could help us make our way in.
Alright, is that everybody? Yes, I'm not missing anybody. Shadowheart's dead. That's why I can't find her.
There you are.
Alright.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
It was nice to have a moment of peace and quiet, Gake.
I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was?
He's gonna find out it was Raphael anyway, so I might as well just fucking tell him. That was Raphael.
Raphael? Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you?
He offered me a deal.
How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal?
It doesn't matter. I said no.
I am glad you had the sense to turn him down. But it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you?
That's between me and the devil, Geek.
I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
You're always talking about trust. If you trust me, knock it the fuck off, Geek.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now
but you don't.
We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
I noticed something that's bugging me.
Nothing fishy about my prices. Get your seafood here.
Yep, that thing does make my boobs bigger.
Look, Sheres's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. There's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Let's go save a nymph.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just...
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
You aren't safe. Get out of here now, Istik.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Gather. Prepare. Become.
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Blood comes easy these days.
Taste my stick, Geek. What? Where the fuck? Why don't I have fly? Oh shit, that's right. My wings got unequipped. That'll take my action. Damn it. Ah, taste my stick cake.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
There we go. Alright, putting my wings back on. I didn't realize they were missing.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
That thing could have killed you, and you're musing on its beauty stick?
How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
The gig aroused you, didn't it?
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate.
What did you have in mind, a stick?
Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be?
Contented.
You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full, your mind rested, your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Right, we saved a nymph. Now to go talk to Kithrak Voss.
It's all the power of the 9 hells. He must have brought so many to their knees.
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
I will find another way to liberate Orpheus.
I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Vinisk, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand.
Orpheus sensed the tadpole before, and his guard attacked us. Won't he attack us when we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
Any ideas where that Orphic hammer might be?
A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Vinisk. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
How can I assist?
Alright, she doesn't have anything to say because we didn't get the thing.
I barely got a moment's sleep last
Ah, Valeria.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
Yes, she asked me to find Lorgan's actual killer since you can't be bothered, Istik.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Gods. Stelmane is really gone then.
Father Lorgan's murder is just one part of a larger plan, Istik. A ball plot.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
It isn't a theory, Istik. There's proof. This document contains information connecting the murders to the Ballist resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella
is that what you're calling your bottle these days?
Pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Fucking elephant. Alright.
Have you ever been afraid, Karlak? Truly afraid?
You know how much time I spent in the Hells, right? Of course I've been scared. I kept on going, though. Knew there'd be better days on the other side. And here they are.
Danthelon's is up those stairs, and he's hung blooms beside the door, so the Harpers are waiting too.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented them.
Let's go to...
Put him up! Put him up!
Brace for a fight.
I wasn't really gonna fight
yes,
you.
Just a minute.
I was
trying something out. My name's Naaber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
Here's a tip to get you started, Istik. Less talking, more fighting.
Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Surely not.
Roar! 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 Are you scared? Did you wet your pants? Did you? Did you?
Not even slightly, Istik.
Appreciate the honesty. Oh well. Back to the narbing board. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
You want a treat or you want out? I'm not sure what you want. You want both. Right, just a minute. Yeah. What is it this time, Istik? Bard?
Yep, that's right. Help me out here. Happy birthday, dear.
Vas'a'ac.
Happy birthday to you. What do you think? Am I a good bard?
Okay, yeah, I think I might be a little mean to him on this one. Just, I'd cut out your tongue, but I want to know you've inflicted this misery on the rest of the city.
Wow. You're really mean.
How can I assist?
I wasn't trying to talk to you, you thirsty bitch. Where the fuck did he go? Did I hurt his feelings too much? Nope, there he is.
Bless us with your gentle, no, holy, spirit. No, soul, no, spirit. Your powers, your divine powers. Bother.
Whatever you're doing, Istik, I'm pretty sure you're doing it wrong.
I'm praying. Is that not how it goes?
What god are you praying to?
There's more than one? Shit.
What in the hells are you doing now, Istik?
Oh, you didn't get it? I'm pretending to be a dog. Everyone likes dogs.
Yeah, I'm being kind of mean. Why not? Correct. But nobody likes Naaber.
That's not true. My mom does. Wait, no. She loves me. But does that mean she actually likes me? Behold, mundane meddler, you step in the domain of a master speller. For I am to be the most mighty wizard!
What's your favorite spell, Istik?
Wizard? W-I-Z-A-R-D. Wizard.
Sure.
That wasn't it, was it?
No.
Know any fiendish philanthropists? Fickle fey financiers? Eldritch employers? I want to make a pact.
Are you sure you're ready to be a warlock? To sell your soul for eternity?
My soul? I have to give up my soul to become a warlock?
Uh-huh. Stop walking away. Join in.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was in deep meditation, see? Isn't peace and quiet just the best? I've decided to become a monk. I'm gonna be the best monk there ever was!
Go back to being silent then, Istik.
Naaber seals his lips, but you feel the pressure of words behind them. The poor thing is straining, fit to burst.
I can't do it. I have too much to say. You were right. I can't be a monk. I just want to talk. Talking's great. See, you can say words, make friends, tell everyone everything you're thinking and feeling.
As he empties himself of his latest slew of thoughts, you take the opportunity to slip away.
I'm a little disappointed that the monk one is just join in.
Boo! Bet you didn't even see me coming. I'm a shadow, a master of sneakery, a rogue!
No, you're not, Istik. I see you. You're right there.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried I was getting too good at it, and nobody would ever see me again. Hello. Hi. If not a rogue, then a ranger. I'm great at chasing things down.
You're great at nothing, Istik. You're the worst person I've ever met.
Oh, pish. I'm great at being your friend, and that's all that matters. Friendship, yay!
Crap, I'm his friend?
Perhaps the answer was deep inside me all along. An ancient spark of arcana. Yes, I was born to be a sorcerer. I can feel it.
What you're feeling is delusion, Istik.
No. It's definitely something. Let me focus. I can feel the power deep within me. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Oh. Oops. Just indigestion.
Yes, that is how sorcerer spells work. You just belch a lot.
My liege, I swear to you an undying oath of absolute devotion. I am but your humble paladin.
I have done many terrible things, but I regret none more than listening to you.
But you're the one that keeps talking to me.
Shut up.
I don't want to. All right. An oath's an oath, I suppose.
Okay, I feel kind of bad about that one.
Roles sure are restrictive, aren't they? Maybe the adventuring life's just not for me. I really like talking to you. There's not a lot of people that want to talk to me, so I brought you this present. Here. Now, what are we gonna talk about if not the adventuring life? Wait. What if I mix the classes? Naaber, you genius!
Have we been bullying the crap out of him?
No, that's not quite right.
Hurt his feelings a little bit. Kind of felt a little bad. Where the fuck did he go? Does he just disappear after he gives you a present? Because I kind of want to kill him because I heard that he breaks the rules of Speak with Dead. He's not in here, is he? He's gone. Shit. Okay, maybe next time I'll kill him.
To meet my mother and father.
Bastard ran off.
Or the targeting modules. Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
It ain't broke. It's because we already
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
Leather line.
Must have been 10 lengths.
Damn, he's just gone. Okay, one of these days I'll actually kill him. Alright, I need to run Dog Monster out really quick. And then we'll deal with Danthelon's dancing axe. And all the fuckery that goes with that. So, yeah, you know the drill, 5-ish, and then I'll be back. I just have to walk and bribe my dog. Alright, Istix, I am back. Gaz has been walked and bribed, so I should have a couple hours before she starts pestering me again. So now we can go to Danthelon's dancing axe. Is it back up? Because it's not working on my fucking phone. Okay, it is. All right. Danthelon's dancing axe.
What I wouldn't give to meet a gun who invented the steel watch.
We've got the tool for the job.
Actually,
It's perfect for a
Gortash
shirt.
invented the steel watch.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a dancing axe of my own.
Price offered patronage. The
Simple movement charm wouldn't be too hard to apply.
Yes, but they
I could conjure one up for you if you like.
Got him the inventor.
How about we
Yes,
settle on
I
the
like.
Gondians and Gortash invented?
Very well then. Once the city is saved, Karlach's kinetic cleaver will be first on my list.
Welcome to Danthelon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't you.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
You can turn off the charm, Entharl. She's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
Pleased to meet you, Harper and Tharl.
You seem a nice sort, so I'll assume the insult was accidental.
Entharl's no Harper, and claims no love for those who are. But he's been known to shelter us when we need it.
Entarl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today.
Wait, I would like to look at your stock.
To buy? You're already my favorite.
Yes, you do actually have, like, one thing that I need. Actually, I'd better buy one of those. Karlach, my love, what the fuck do you have? That is kind of useful, actually. Alright, do we need anything else from him right now? I don't think we do.
A pleasure. Jakira needs more friends like you. Right, Sommy.
Alright,
You're on the door
she
till
is
our
the
friends
newest,
are
so
done.
she's probably got the worst
God
cloak.
forbid we do any business today.
Yeah, let's give her the, Cloak of Displacement. Where am I at with her anyway? Media, that's it. Right, I haven't chatted with her much yet. Alright, Karlach, my love. I have a pretty for you. Alright, cool. We are
They will die for you.
set to deal with what is awaiting us down below. Which, talking about spoilers, nothing but red dots below us. Shit. Seriously? We don't even get to talk to them? What the fuck? Okay then, the Twirl should knock. Okay, this is really weird. It's just the 3 that are the extra enemies. Alright, yeah. Karlach. Oh great, now the whole party's in this initiative and we're not even all on the same fucking floor. Karlach. I need you. Smite! Smite!
You are not Jaheira.
You are very observant. Where is Jaheira? We need to get Jaheira down here.
What does it feel like?
There we go.
Wearing armor.
You are very observant, Istik.
I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketheric out in the Shadowlands, no?
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Salona's tears as some kind of code.
Detect thoughts.
Stare at me. Study me. This Harper's face bores me. Perhaps I'll steal yours next.
I'm curious, actually, because I've never had any of this before. Usually, Jaheira's down here. Ketheric was only the beginning, Istik. You have information on the other chosen?
Can't say I know much of Gortash, but Orin is hunting you. And when I deliver your corpse, she'll let me keep your skin.
Chick.
They're bloody doppelgangers!
For the fallen.
Dread ambition. Stabity stab. Stabity. Stabity. Nice, Jaheira.
Time to kill.
Nothing will
I'm
stand
already
in
in
the way.
melee. I'm fucking doing it. Taste my stick is steak. Taste my stick is steak. Maria Bless.
The dance macabre.
Alright, Fangs, go deal with the last one. Snake attack!
More of Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mother's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
A lot more, that's how many. Okay, Geraldus.
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Baalists, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rajamar. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help.
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
Jaheira, you're acting like this is his fault. It's yours, Istik.
I most humbly beg your pardon?
This talk of the Rashomar. It sounds like you said the Harper's hunting for something you shouldn't have. Istik. Saving. Just in case.
You speak of something you know nothing about. But then why would you, when I have not told it? This mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
Oh, Jaheira. Where the fuck is she? There the fuck she is.
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves.
Except Geraldus. Istik.
Except Geraldus. It has been some time since anyone dared rap my knuckles like you did. No less than I deserve. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
Your ruined brain lurches and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Minsk the Mad Rashomar, a legendary warrior, no?
Larger than the legend, I assure you. Twice as loud, too.
Right.
Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
What happened?
Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
And here you are. You made the right choice, Stick. Don't second guess yourself.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
And why are you only telling me this now, Istik?
Because I was playing the pragmatist and writing my friend off for dead. Then I met you. If I seem suddenly flushed with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Alright. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. We don't really need a rest yet. So may as well wait until after we talk to Gordita.
Did you get to look at their gyromatics? Or their targeting modules?
Jira, get your bitches up here so we can talk to you and thorough. There she is. Alright.
If your lot have cracked another bloody cask,
They're dead, Entharl. Doppelgangers were using them as bait.
Seems they snared more than they could skin in you. Did Geraldus survive?
Alive. But he'll need some time to recover.
I'll tuck the boy up tight till he's ready to get back to harpering. What will you do?
Continue the hunt.
Aye. Silly question, I suppose.
And Gortash invented them.
Parents, remember?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke Older Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it.
Investigator Valeria needs to be in the lower city, Istik. There is a serial killer on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed. How else was
Kithrak's red dragon would have this.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not.
Gortash
is expecting you.
We shouldn't have any more
Alright,
trouble.
well, that's one crash that took 3 hours and 15 minutes to get, so that's a fucking win in my book.
Calm down, dear.
Pretend I'm happy, I swear. And tell me doing in the house.
Hells! Not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all 3 stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Yes, Empanada, we know.
Same as the last, sticking up for each other.
Alright, now Mizora is going to insert herself where she doesn't belong.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Please make... If it isn't little Wyll, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worms Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
What are we doing with Will's daddy and Will's pact this time around?
Kinspeople, Baldorians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Karlach, my love, I can't stand to see Gortash get his hands on you again. We need to wait for a more opportune moment, Rastel.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
From earth do we rise. In fire are we forged. In steel are we mighty. Lord Enver Gortash, the people cry your name. Will you?
For the briefest moment, you are one with Duke Ravengard. His mind is void. A vassal of the Absolute, awaiting command.
My lord, we have a guest.
Exquisite timing. Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all 3 to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Authority. Why is the crown failing, Istik?
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
I am a changed person, Istik. I'm not siding with you again.
Baal isn't done with you. You must know that. You have effortless talents. Killing instinctually, like you breathe blood. Stand with Baal, or it will spell your doom. But I can offer some aid for the storm you're about to weather.
You should hear him out.
With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous. She wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
And what are you getting at, Istik?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal.
What do you propose, Istik?
Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you.
Nobody asked you urge.
The world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit.
Nobody asked you.
This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
He wants what we want. Orin dead, and the Elder Brain subjugated. An alliance would serve us well.
But I suppose I can take the alliance and then kill him anyway later. Since Karlach's not in the party to object, apparently. Oh, there's a monk option. You seek to rule the city. I seek to better its people. We shall not be allies, Gortash.
What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a
The
thorough
creepy little child.
investigation.
It's always the creepy child.
You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger hidden among us. Squaw!
Let this be a warning. Orin will be your downfall, or you will be hers. We make an alliance, and you will be the victor.
I'll be the victor anyway.
I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
None of these are, like, even potentially... that's annoying. But I've never had any of these options before, so we're just going to save scum and see what happens. You're on your own, Gortash.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come, be witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Get it over with.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty
Just
to the
slip
same
and cut his head off,
by
dude.
word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Say nothing.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
No, I won't. I'll have a sword in my hand to stab your ass with. Alright, Karlak, my
Private
love.
word would be nice.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
He's a fraud in a nice coat.
Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is?
When Istics are scared, they'll do what it takes to feel safe.
And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates.
Yep.
If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been prudent to ally ourselves with Gortash. While Orin lives, she is the greatest threat to our survival.
Do you know anything about Gortash?
He is rather fond of himself.
Mm-hmm.
If he truly intends to be the savior of Baldur's Gate, perhaps he has reason to be.
The greatest threat to this city is the brain that he unleashed.
True. His mistake was choosing the wrong allies. Ketheric was reliant on his god instead of his own strength, and Orin does not understand power and control. Only blood.
Yeah, and a man who chooses his allies so poorly cannot be trusted to rule Istik.
Perhaps you should rule in his place. Your choice of allies is exemplary, after all. Together, we can teach this city to fear us. And that is just the beginning. When we have all 3 Netherstones and control the Elder Brain, all of Faerun will have reason to fear us. I am yours. Come to me. What a wonderful distraction you are.
Okay, that was... You're not... No. Alright, Lizelle.
Our camp houses an imposter then. Say nothing. Trust no one. Not even me.
Oh, Voss has gone underground. He'll wait for us there, Rustel.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
Alright, that was Lizelle. Squish.
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. He might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least clean up the mess.
So, we have a shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her. You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
A shapeshifter infiltrating our number. Like a cuckoo creeping into the nest.
Yep.
A dire threat, if Gortash indeed spoke the truth.
He did, unfortunately.
A true pleasure to watch you tell the Archduke exactly where to put his alliance. One cannot embrace a viper, only get entangled by it. And we learned something. One chosen thinks to send us against the other, while they sit safe behind their defenses. Good. Ketheric thought he was safe too.
And what do you think of his warning of the doppelganger in our camp?
It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
Okay. Well, oh, and I haven't talked to Wyll yet.
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason. An imposter in our camp. We must identify them. And quickly. Without trust, our fellowship is doomed to wither and die.
Yep. Hey, does Carl have anything to say about that?
Soldier?
Nope.
You wish to consult me?
Okay, I've gotten started. I got squish. Here. Okay, I got everybody. Now let's talk to Will's daddy.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn?
New dawn? Tsva. Is that what you call the tyranny the Absolute brings to Baldur's Gate, Istik?
Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed.
Spoken
but
like
Baldur's
a
Gate
shard.
will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark. Be in awe, truest soul. The new dawn
I'm
will
here
rise.
I'm here to help you, Istik. Floric sent me.
Help me? Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Gods, what has he done?
Nothing good. Connect to Ravenguard's parasite to seek information about Floric.
Within Ravenguard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready?
Don't you understand, Istik? You're infected with a Gake parasite.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravenguard falters.
Help me.
Your tadpole seizes. The prism stills. Ravenguard's empty eyes meet yours.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
Call in your tadpole and explore the uncertainty.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravenguard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace. The true Ravenguard lurks somewhere in this infected mind, seeking freedom, seeking victory.
Have we finished then?
Your parasite binds your mind to Will's. Your memories of talking with Ravenguard become his.
You spoke with my father. Incredible. To hear his voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Alright, let's talk to Douchebag. What's up, Gordita?
Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Alright. And now Yenna gets kidnapped.
A bit of salt on the top, and... Oh, you're here! I'm not ready! I think I'm ready. I thought you'd be hungry, so I made this for you. My mum's favourite recipe.
It smells delicious. What is it, Istik?
It's called Heap Gate Mess, a Baldur's Gate classic. My mum always used to make it for me. She used to change the recipe a lot, because she had to, borrow some of the ingredients. I put in some bits from your supplies. I hope you don't mind. I wanted to do something to show I was worth keeping around. I want to be your cook.
You're in luck, child. A position just opened up.
It has? You're not just making it up?
Oh, I am.
Thank you, thank you! You won't regret this. I'll be the best cook you ever had. Do you want to try it? See? It's good, right? You know why? Because I put in my secret ingredient. Want me to tell you what it is?
Taste the meal again and try to identify the secret ingredient. Lame. There we go. I just had to give myself proficiency.
The herbs and spices are ones you recognize, staples in Baldurian cuisine. But the meat itself is unusual. Gamey, tough, with a distinctly feline quality.
Did you cook your cat?
You've tasted its flesh before. Isn't it delicious?
Look at it. Father's favorite, all lost and wandering. Have you forgotten the way home? Or did the child's little pet leave you no appetite for the main course? Do you not savor the slaughter of such innocence?
Kidnapping? Tsfa. Amateur. I'd have killed her already, Istik.
Balls, blood-addled beloved, swaddled in sinews, thinks it can judge. Never struggled, no purpose, nannied by that grim-gotten butler. You are the one who isn't capable. Gortash betrays us, bloodkin. He sets a leash to our slaughter, uses us to drive the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill the tyrant, smear him across his rock-rotten halls, and pluck the netherstone from his carcass. Then we duel, sweet slaughterkin. The winner claims the stones, Baal's true chosen. The loser rots on his altar. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
So, this was Orin's intention. A combat against a fellow scion of Baal, witnessed by the Lord of Murder himself. Accept and you must kill Gortash. Refuse and the child's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Wait. Let's just kill each other right now and get it over with, you stick.
You forget how father's blood clots our veins. It must be returned to him, seeped straight into his grim-born jaws. But first, you must make gutspill of the tyrant. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, Bone Killer. Come to my temple before you turn Gortash to carrion, and I will ready your friend's corpse to greet you. Baal is waiting, Slaughterkin. Do not disappoint him.
She's so melodramatic.
Orin thinks this abduction is some sort of ultimatum to kill Gortash. Foolish woman. As if I needed more reason than I already had.
Right?
That bloody freak won't get away with this. We're going to hunt her down and take Yenna back. Mark my words.
Orin snatches a child to clamor for our attention. She has it.
Right. You mentioned there might be another way to find Minsk.
There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
You know, now that we're traveling together, I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Is it true you fought the Dead Three before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time.
Yeah, soon.
And
I'm almost
bad
done
as
today.
that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
Oh, please. You're only one of those things.
Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
I wanted to ask you something.
Ask it.
You mentioned you know something of Elithids.
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
Who are you speaking to, Rastil? Maybe I'm the parasite, puppeting this body.
Then, greetings, Sir Tadpole. I was wondering where all the questions suddenly sprang from.
She has more
Yes?
stuff. We haven't gone through all her stuff yet.
Ask it.
I thought we had. I forgot. Alright. I need to know more about Ballspawn. About myself.
I am no expert on the matter, despite all my experience. But if anything I know can help you resist your father, only ask it.
You've never known a Ballspawn to go mad, have you?
Not mad, no. Take Zarevok, for example. For as much carnage as he caused, there was always a cold calculation to it. He craved power, and his bloodline was just another path to achieve it. I saw that same bloodline turn to better ends than Baal ever intended for it. It was Ballspawn who threatened the coast, and Ballspawn who saved it. It is possible to go on to live a life outside your father's shadow.
Did your friend live happily after Baal was dealt with?
Baal was but the beginning. Be warned. A godspawn draws trouble like iron to lodestone. There will be crusaders who wish to rid the world of your taint, or jealous minds who believe themselves more deserving of the power in your blood. But happiness is not beyond a Baalspawn. It simply comes at a higher cost. Constant vigilance.
Baal scares me, Rastil.
Then you are wise. I will not mince words. If what you told me is true, you are already further under Baal's power than my old friend ever was. But, so long as you fear that power, there is hope. Fear means you are not fully mad. Not yet.
Was your camp bothered time and time again by a grotesque little butler?
Baal had his minions, certainly. But none that watched over their wards so diligently. I wonder if past experience has taught the great god to fear that another of his children might turn against him.
Did your friend ever tell you about the nightmares Baal sent them?
Yes. Your rancid father will try to twist your thoughts, as he did with all his children. The harder you resist, the darker your dreams become. Our camp was often roused by screams in the night back then. We learned to take them as a marker of pride. Even gods can be resisted.
Did your Ballspawn friend have children? Did they inherit his taint?
A Ballspawn can sire children, certainly. Whether they should... There are things in our nature we might unwittingly pass on, yes. But I do not believe them stronger than the things we choose to pass on. If you are asking whether love and joy are beyond you, just because of the taint in your blood? No. They most certainly are not.
I think you've told me enough for now, Rastil. What can you tell me about the Harpers?
I've learned not to unpick the legends so many have woven around our name. Seeing the hope die in a romantic's eyes, it is only funny the first few dozen times.
Just the first few dozen.
Some call the Harpers heroes. Others, petty meddlers who cannot help but stick their nose into every conflict they stumble across. The truth is in there somewhere. We try to work towards a common balance. If every other faction finds us equally annoying, that is probably a sign that we are succeeding.
Surely people understand the Harpers work for the greater good.
Ha! No. No, thank you. Let the wiser members of my order wrinkle their brows over that particular phrase. In all my years fighting for the Harpers, I am still never certain what the greater good means. I've learned to be content with, well, that was not so bad as it might have been.
How did you end up joining the Harpers?
I will not bore you with a long tale. The short. I was born to a high family in Tedir. I remember little except that when my family fell, they fell far and fast. I learned young what fear and hunger make desperate people do. I learned to do some of it myself even. Until a roving circle of hedge druids found me. They raised me in the wild. But when it became clear I was perhaps not suited to a life of idle reflection, I was sent to the Harpers. To do. They showed me how to fight with sword, as well as spell, and gave me ample causes to wield them for. If I was not always the truest believer in every cause, well, I fell in love with someone who was. And that is almost the same thing.
Want to tell me about this someone you loved?
No, not really.
So it sounds like you have a pretty complicated history with the Harpers, Istik.
You might say that. I left their service and swore never to return. Multiple times, if I recall. It is easy to get tired of the intrigue. The high causes shrouded in secrecy. I thought I might find another way to be of use to the world. And for a time I did. But my comrades would use a rather irritating phrase. A harper never leaves the chorus. She simply goes to spread the song. Meaning that whatever cause I turned my hand to, there I would find them. Harpers, stuffed with their own virtue, but always there. Always trying to help. So I returned to the fold. Returned to the city. Eventually they hung a title around my neck. High Harper. And I still do not know how to play one. If I wanted to spare Geraldus the same headaches, well, you now know why I needed him to be sure this is the life he wants. But you're staring. Which means the tadpole has finally eaten your brain. Or have I been talking too much? Either way, time to move, no?
If the shape changer wants Gortash dead, then let's kill Gortash and get Yenna back. Not that I care, it's just that children have a habit of disappearing in the city. Let's not let any more slip away.
Yes, totally. You don't care at all, Schnookums.
Orin has taken Yenna. We must free her, either by force or by paying for her freedom with Gortash's life.
A little bit of both, really.
Orin's game is abduction, is it? Well, we can't stand idly by. We've got an ally to rescue.
Is she really an ally, though? I mean, she's just a creepy-ass kid who invited herself to live with us.
To threaten the life of a child. Truly. Orin will stop at nothing.
I only survived Orin's sadistic games because she allowed me to. Even if we find her soon, I doubt the child Yenna will be in one piece.
Alright. No point putting the party back together right now.
Are they going to arrest us?
Oh yeah, Will's daddy is already gone. Actually, I think I'm gonna call it a night here. I'm getting tired. But I will be back at my usual time tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed tonight's chaos. And we only crashed once, so the Ethernet cable's def working. So until next time, have a good one and peace out.